गणपति शारदा गुरुभ्यो नमः चरितं रघुनाथस्य शतकोटि प्रविस्तरम् एकैकमक्षरं पुंसां महापातकनाशनम्. Welcome to all for this session on Sri Rama Charitha Manasa. As we have seen in the previous chapters, Sati, who had given up her body during the Daksha's Yajna, she was reborn in the house of Himavan as Girija or Parvati, and she was interested in getting Shiva as her consort, and as proposed by Narada, she went in to perform severe austerity. And on seeing the severity of her austerity, Lord Brahma himself announced from the heaven, saying that her desire will be fulfilled and Tripurari will going to be her consort. In the meantime, while Sati, in her new form as Parvati, is performing severe austerity, Shiva is deep immersed in his trance state. Shiva's mind recoiled from everything. He ever repeated the name of the Lord of Raghus and heard the recitation of Sri Rama's glory here and there. The embodiment of intelligence and bliss, the abode of happiness, Shiva, who is ever free from error, arrogance, and desire, roamed about on earth with his heart fixed on Srihari, the delight of the whole world. Here he instructed the sages in wisdom, and there he extolled the virtues of Sri Rama. Though passionless and all wise, the Lord was smitten with pangs of separation from his devotee, that is Sati. In this way, a considerable time elapsed. Devotion to the feet of Sri Rama was ever budding in his heart. When Sri Rama saw the self discipline and affection of Shankara and the indelible stamp of devotion on his heart, the merciful Lord, who fully recognizes services rendered to him and is a mine of beauty and amiability and an embodiment of great splendor, appeared before Shankara and extolled him in ways more than one. Who else than you can accomplish such a vow? He said. Sri Rama admonished him in many ways and told him of the birth of Parvati in the house of Himavan. The Lord, in his infinite compassion, narrated at full length the most pious doings and austerities of Girija. And he repeated, "Now, Shiva, if you have any affection for me, listen to my appeal. Go and marry Shailaja, the daughter of Himachala. Grant this boon to me." Shiva replied, "Although this is wholly justifiable, the words of a master cannot be set aside at the same time. My lord, your command must be respectfully carried out. This is my paramount duty. The words of one's parents, teacher, and master must be unquestionably obeyed as conducive to bliss. You are my supreme benefactor in every way. Therefore, my Lord, I bow to your commands. The Lord was pleased to hear and well chosen words of Shankara, which were inspired with devotion, wisdom, and pity. The Lord said, "Your vow has been kept. Now bear in mind what I have told you." Saying so, he went out of sight. Shankara cherished the impression of the vision in his heart. That very moment, the seven sages called on Shiva. The Lord spoke to them in most charming accents. Thus, in this part of the story, we saw finally Shiva is being convinced by Sri Rama himself, and then Shiva called upon the seven sages and he asked them to go and meet Parvati and test her devotion and persuade her to return to her parental home. Namaste Sharada Devi, Kashmira Puravasini, Twamaham Prarthaye Nityam, Vidya Danancha Dehime. Bye.
श्री रामचंद्र कृपाल भज मन हरण भव भय दारुणं श्रीरामचन्द्र कृपाल भज मन हरण भव भय दारुणं श्रीराम 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 श्री